Hi, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Charlotte, and we run a wedding boutique.
Today we're going to talk to you about how to plan your wedding.
A summer wedding is a really traditional time to have your wedding, but there are lots of things to take into consideration that sometimes people do forget. The main thing is your guests' comfort. It can be really, really hot in the summer, and sometimes the period between getting married and having your photos for your wedding breakfast is left a little bit neglected. You need to think that people need to have fluid, not always of the alcoholic kind. Canapes are great to keep everyone going, because there's been lots of incidents when we've been planning weddings in the past that people have passed out through heat exertion. So you need to take this into consideration and make your guests comfortable as possible.
And also lots of people at summer weddings will have their wedding around sort of 2 o'clock rather than a later winter wedding. So then there is a massive gap between when the guests arrive to when they actually eat. So you really need to make sure that they have canapes so you don't have any fainting guests.
So I do think the timing of the day is key, absolutely key to planning a summer wedding. Embracing the other side, as you can be outside hopefully because the sun will be shining, so you can have harpists or like a trio, wind trio in the garden, really creating a lovely atmosphere.
Hymns on the lawn.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing more exciting, and everyone's so enjoys a good summer wedding, don't they? But we also need to consider how hot everyone's going to get and what kind of menu you're going to serve them.
And you need to consider what you're going to be wearing. If it is in August, and the likelihood is, well, it should be hot in August, you don't necessarily want a really heavy dress with long sleeves. You obviously want to keep it really light and floaty. And think about your bridesmaids as well. Maybe a full-length dress won't be suitable for a summer wedding, but maybe something more on this sort of hue of a chiffon, a much lighter, so everything's a lot floatier. And again, think about the dress code for your guests will probably be wearing dresses of a similar ilk. So everything kind of be sort of 3/4 length, and then you'll be the only one in a long dress.
You also got to think about keeping things cool, including the booze and the food. There have been situations, not from weddings we've planned, but for situations that the food has gone too warm or the wine's gone too warm. So you need to keep this into consideration as well. It's the small details that really make people remember your wedding. With fresh flowers as well, they can wilt in the sun, so make sure your florist really gives you good information of how to keep them alive. Also, if you're going to have fresh flowers in your hair, do be careful that the pollen's cut out so no bumblebees or flies attack you on your wedding day. It has happened before. And I think that's mainly...
Yeah, so it's just about enjoying the fact that it's summer, but bearing in mind that it is going to be hot, that you have to make sure that your guests are well accounted for.
And that's how you plan a summer wedding.